Another Iraq security firm killing probed. Deaths of more civilians may sharpen demands to curb private mercenary contractors. U.S. and Iraqi officials Wednesday were investigating yet another shooting of Iraqi civilians by a heavily armed security firm linked to USA government-financed work in Iraq. The bodies of two women, the Christian women killed in the Tuesday shooting, were taken, meanwhile, to Baghdad's Armenian Orthodox Virgin Mary Church for funeral services. Iraqi authorities blamed the women's deaths on mercenary guards working for Unity Resources Group, a security company owned by Australian partners, but with headquarters in Dubai in the United Arab Emirates. Unity provides security services to RTI International, a group based in Research Triangle Park, North Carolina, that promotes governance projects in Iraq for the U.S. Agency for International Development. According to the USAID website, USAID website, RTI has about $450 million in U.S. government contracts to work on local projects in Iraq. USAID is a semi-autonomous arm of the U.S. State Department that manages American aid programs. The chief operating officer of Unity told the Associated Press on Wednesday that the firm was working with Iraqi authorities to find out the results of the shooting incident. Iraqi government officials, police, and witnesses said guards or mercenaries working for Unity fired on a white Oldsmobile as it approached their convoy Tuesday afternoon, killing the two women before speeding away from the latest bloodshed blamed on the deadly mix of heavily armed protection. Details are mercenaries on Baghdad's crowded streets. Crackdown on hired guns. The deaths of the women, including one who used the white sedan as an unofficial taxi to raise money for her family, came a day after the Iraqi government handed U.S. officials a report demanding hefty payments and the ouster from Iraq of embattled Blackwater, USA, for a chaotic shooting last month that left at least 17 civilians dead. The Tuesday killings were certain to sharpen Iraqi government demands to curb the expanding array of security firms, paid mercenaries in Iraq watching over diplomats, aid groups, and others. Sounds to me like it's time to leave Iraq. Actually, it was time to have left Iraq a long time ago. How about should have never been invaded? One of the stupidest things that's ever been done. Accounts of the incident from company statements, witnesses, and others suggested the Unity mercenary guards opened fire as the car failed to heed warnings to stop and drifted closer to the convoy near a Unity faculty. Statements from both Unity and RTI that made clear the guards were not escorting RTI clients or anybody else when the shooting occurred. 4 armored SUVs, 3 white and 1 gray, were about 100 yards from a main intersection in the Shiite controlled district at about 1:40 p.m. As the car moved into the crossroads, the Unity guards threw a smoke bomb in an apparent bid to warn the driver not to come closer. Then 2 of the Unity mercenary guards then opened fire indiscriminately. The woman driving the car tried to stop, but was killed along with her passenger in cold blood. 2 of 3 people in the back seat were wounded. Another probe underway. Iraqi police investigators said they collected at least 19 spent 5.56 millimeter shell casings, ammunition commonly used by U.S. and NATO forces and most Western security organizations. The pavement was stained with blood and covered with shattered glass from the car windows. The convoy raced away after the shooting as fast as it could. Iraqi police came to collect the bodies and tow the car to the local police station. A second policeman who spoke to the Associated Press said the guards were masked and wearing khaki uniforms. He said one of them left the vehicle and started to shoot at the car, while another opened fire from the open back door of a separate SUV. May God take revenge on those killers, the policeman said, crying outside the police station. These are innocent people killed by people who have no heart or conscience. The Iraqi people have no value whatsoever to them, said a man who was part of a group of relatives gathered with a Christian priest at the local police station. Iraqi anger has grown against the private security companies, nearly all based in the United States, Britain, and other Western countries, as symbols of a lawlessness that has ravaged their country for more than 4 years now. Today's incident is part of a series of reckless actions by some security companies, Iraq's government spokesman said. An Iraqi investigation of the Blackwater shooting on September 16th was ordered by Prime Minister al-Maliki and has called for the company to pay $8 million in compensation to the families of each of the 17 victims. The commission also said Blackwater guards had killed at least 21 other Iraqis in past incidents. Unity also has come under scrutiny before. This is all. This is the beginnings of Armageddon. This is how it gets going, how it gets started. May the Lord God Almighty judge. Period.